Hi, welcome to this module where you will learn how to set up and manage your on-demand booking system features. On-demand bookings are the ones that require confirmation or rejection by the staff. For example, booking spaces for a snorkeling activity at a resort or requesting an amenity both must be confirmed by the staff. These on-demand bookings help your guests avoid long wait times, whether it's standing in physical queues at facilities like your restaurants or wasting time managing inefficient room service requests. The module will be structured as follows. First, we will provide a brief summary and overview of this system. Next, we will explain the process from when a guest makes a reservation or request, to how the staff receives the notification, and finally how the guest receives confirmation. Thirdly, we will explore the two types of on-demand systems. At this stage, we will provide step-by-step guides on how to set up each one and explain their management process. When uploading content and configuring features, the CMS will prompt you to select the type of booking system. Stay provides different options to streamline your hotel's digital operations effectively. The booking systems available in your CMS are on-demand, quota-based, pro, external, and integrated. Here we are focusing on on-demand bookings, which are configured from this tab. Management, on the other hand, is done in the Activity section under the Request tab. An example, as you can see, is the reservation of a space for the activity snorkeling underwater. First, the guest makes a request or a reservation as we are seeing on this screen. Next, the staff receives a notification through three possible channels: through the CMS, through the staff app, or through email. Remember, you have the flexibility to use all three channels simultaneously. The process and information of the reservation or request are updated across all three channels in real time. You simply need to decide and internally organize which channel or channels you prefer to use. And the last step of this journey is when the guest receives a confirmation notification. Within this booking system, you have two different types. The first one is bookings for spaces in facilities and services that are for a specific day and time. Some examples include a table at a restaurant, a place on a tour, reserving a spa treatment, or placing a room service order. From the staff side and at the time of management, the status of these bookings can be either approved or rejected. The second type is requests and orders for products or services that the guest needs as soon as possible. Some examples are requesting amenities, requesting housekeeping service, or requesting an issue resolution. From the staff's perspective and during the management process, the status of the request can be new, pending, in progress, or solved. This type includes bookings of spaces for the use of facilities or services on a specific day and date. Let's see step by step how to set them up. For this example, we will use the sports feature and the snorkeling underwater service. Let's go to Content, access the feature, and then the service. Once on its dashboard, in the Hours and Bookings System tab, we select the On-Demand option. The first step is to set up the opening hour section. You can have the same booking times every day, in which case you only need to set up one tab, like in the example. Alternatively, you may have special times for bookings on certain days, in which case you would need to create a new tab for their configuration. On each tab, you will need to create time slots according to your hotel's operations. In this snorkeling example, we have only one time slot running from 10 o'clock in the morning until 16:30 in the afternoon. Each time slot has the following configurations: start and end time, slot name. For example, a very common case is morning shift or afternoon shift. Through this toggle button, you can activate or deactivate bookings for this time slot. Next, you have the space to specify time intervals within the shifts. Let's take a look at the guest app to better understand these intervals. As you can see, when a guest makes a reservation, the system asks them to select a time slot for their booking based on the configured 30-minute intervals. Lastly, you set the price, and there is also an option to activate an offer or discount. Next, you have the advanced options. Here you will need to configure the maximum advanced booking time, the minimum advanced booking time, and the booking unit. Following that, you have the text field for the automatic message that is sent when the guest makes a reservation. Since it's an on-demand booking system, the message should say that the reservation has been received and that confirmation will be provided soon. Right below is the text field for the confirmation message, which is sent once the staff confirms and manages the reservation. Then you have the booking button text, the comments field text, and the field for the message indicating no availability. Lastly, you can enable the booking cancellation policy through this toggle button. The next configuration block is the restriction section. Here you need to specify max number of people per reservation, max number of reservations per room, and restrictions per length of stay. We keep moving forward. In this section, you select the emails of the staff members who manage bookings for this service. Since it's an on-demand system, these emails do allow for booking management, meaning they are not just informational. The last block is notifications. Here you can set up notifications for your staff if a request has not been handled after some time and if a reservation is canceled. Now let's switch perspectives and see how a guest makes a reservation for the snorkeling underwater service. We enter and see all the information about the activity. We click on book. It asks us for the number of people, the day, and the time. Once the selection is made, we see a screen informing us that the reservation has been received, but we are waiting to receive confirmation. We switch perspectives again and go back to the staff section. With this, we move on to the next point, the management of these bookings. Let's go to the activity section to the requests tab. From here, we can see all the records of bookings and requests made through the on-demand booking system. Each record provides the following information: the type of service, the request made, the guest, the creation date, the modification date, and the current status. On this same screen, the staff can manually create a booking or record a request. These options are very helpful. For example, when a guest calls reception and asks the staff for assistance in making such a booking or request. Through the Add Reservation button, you add bookings that have a specific day and time, such as the snorkeling activity we are currently viewing. Through the Add Request button, you add a request that needs to be resolved as soon as possible. For example, an amenity or a housekeeping service. These requests are the type 2 that we will see next. Let's now see how a booking can be managed and edited. We click on Edit. We have the guest information and the booking details. Just below, we see the status, which we can change. On the right, we see the messages that the guest and the staff have exchanged regarding that booking. Additionally, from here, new messages can be sent. Remember that any changes made in any of the 3 channels, whether through the CMS, from the staff app, or from emails, will be updated simultaneously across all of them. The second type is for orders or requests that need to be resolved as soon as possible. This includes amenities, issues, and housekeeping requests. Before we start, we need to remember that we have previously shown you how to set up a manual catalog. Let's go over it using the example of amenities. From the Catalog tab, you can configure all your products and items. Here you can edit, change, and remove them. You can organize your products into 2 levels, categories and products. Each category can contain as many products as you need. These are the products or items that your guests will select from the Guest app to place their orders. Now that we've reviewed that, let's move on to the Hours and Booking System tab. Here you'll choose the on-demand option and configure your opening hours, restrictions, and notifications, just like in the snorkel example. Let's now see how a guest would place an order using this booking system. They simply need to select the product they want from the list. For instance, if a guest needs shampoo, they just need to click on the order button for that product. This will take them to another screen where they can leave a comment. After clicking the book button, the order is placed, and the guest, once signed in, will see the request details, the day and time it was made, the product requested, and an automatic message from the staff. If the guest wants to add another comment or ask a question, they can do so in this open conversation. Let's turn our attention to the staff. We will now look at how they receive and manage requests, leading us to the next topic, handling requests. Let's go to the Activity section, to the Requests tab. From here, we can see all the records of requests and bookings made through the on-demand booking system. Each record provides the following information: the type of service, the item requested, the guest, the creation date, the modification date, and the current status. Now let's see how you can manage and edit an amenities request. Click on Edit. You will see the guest information and booking details. Just below, you will find the status, which you can change. Here is the key difference. You will see 4 status options: new, pending, in progress, and solved. To the right, you will find the messages exchanged between the guest and the staff regarding that booking. Additionally, you can send new messages from here. That concludes the tutorial on the on-demand booking system. The more you use your CMS, the easier it will become. If you have any doubts, you can always refer back to these videos. Before we finish, we want to emphasize again the 3 channels available for managing bookings and requests: your CMS, the staff app, and email. Remember that they update simultaneously, meaning any changes you make in one channel will be reflected in all of them. You have complete freedom to run your hotel operation smoothly with Stay. See you in the next module.